Part 6 of my birthday special for Chris Fortin. We'll be playing Hollywood Squares in the NES. Now, if you saw Wheel of Fortune Junior Edition, I won $48.50 and a trip to Disney World. Let's see how I do here. I have a run going for this game. I won my car in Game 3 of my second run. Let's see if I can win Chris a car. One contestant. He'll be my player. So let's see how I do. Taking on Mary. Let's get started. I'll start with Daz. Here's a question. According to the World Book Dictionary, is it a good thing or a bad thing to be diddled? I think it would probably depend on your religious beliefs. A good thing. I'll disagree. Yes, it is a bad thing. Good job. Alright, X gets the square. Mary, who are you going with? Mike. Okay. Here's a question. True or false? You can tell if the nuts in a shell are stale by holding them to your ear and shaking them. You can do the same thing with a cow, but it's much messier. Mary's gonna agree. But she should disagree. It was true. I'll go with Rob for the win. Here's a question. You take the eggs from a sturgeon, rub them through a screen, wash them, rub them with salt, drain, and then dry them. What would you get? Fishy buckshot? Caviar. I'll agree. Yes! See, that first round was a doozy. We're on to round 2. It's a secret square round where you can win a great prize. Maybe I could do that for Chris. Mary's in control of the board. And who's she going to start with? Daz. Okay, here's a question. A recent survey by the National Institute of Child Health discloses that pregnant women who suffer morning sickness are less likely to have what? Refried beans for breakfast. Twins. Nope, it was pronsular delivery, so she should have disagreed. I'll take Mike. Here's the question. According to USA Today, in the first half of 1986 alone, it happened more than 39,000 times in New York City. What? A guy from Des Moines brought the Brooklyn Bridge. A car was stolen. I'm gonna agree. Yep! X gets the square. Mary, who are you going with? Rob for the block. Here's a question. Tip from the pages of Good Housekeeping magazine. You are more likely to experience indigestion and heartburn if you eat a heavy meal within 2 to 3 hours of what? Falling down an elevator shaft. Going to bed. She got it right, so Circle got the square there. I'll go with May. Here's a question. According to Fortune magazine, what was the hottest selling toy fad of 1986? Skill on airplanes, which you can sell to Iran. I'll agree with the laser tag. That's it! Who's Mary going to go with? Eddie for the block. Here's the question. Where did Baroque sculpture first appear? At my house. We found the pieces in the kids' room. In Spain. Too bad. You should have disagreed. So I don't win by default, so I gotta go with Eddie for the win. Here's the question. True or false? According to the National Opinion Research Center, 1 out of every 3 Americans now claims to be clairvoyant. I had a feeling you asked me that one. False. I'm going to disagree. That's it! And I win the second round! By the way, nobody found the secret square. It was Dean. But I'm the winner, and we're on to round 3. I have 1,000. Mary is not as zippity-doo-dah, so Mary's going to have to make up in round 3 if she wants to catch me. She's going to go with Daz. According to the American Optometric Association, the minute you see a dress or suit that you like, what do the pupils of your eyes do? They look for my credit card. They get smaller. They dilate, so she's right. Circle gets the square. I'll take Mike. Here's the question. According to the New England Journal of Medicine, ballerinas often suffer from weak bones because of too much exercise and too much what? Butterfingered partners? Jumping. I'll disagree. And it was dieting! Alright! So, X gets the square. Mary's going to go with Eddie. Here's the question. According to the book Do's and Taboos Around the World, which contains tips to tourists abroad, what does it mean when your Arab grabs your hand? He's got a watch to sell you. He wants to talk to you in private. And it was an honor, a sign of friendship, so she gets it. I'll take Dean for the block here. Folk medicine tells us that eating 15 raw almonds very quickly is a good way to get rid of something. What? 15 raw almonds. A headache. I'm gonna agree. And it was a headache! I took a guess, and I got it right. Mary's gonna go with Pam for the block. Here's the question. It's called Doberman mask. It's a foam rubber mask that resembles a Doberman pinscher and may be placed on a small dog or a cat to scare intruders. True or false? Yeah, they also have a red fur mask to make the most of a bad situation. Nope, you should have agreed. So I don't win by default. I guess I'm going with Pam for the win here. Here's a question. When Muhammad Ali fought the classic Thrill in Manila, who was his opponent? Ferdinand Marcos? Joe Frazier. I'll agree. And that, signed, sealed, delivered, I'm going back to the... I'm going to play for a car for Chris. Alright. Which key do I want to go with? I'll go with key number 1. It could go to any one of these 5 brand new cars. But only one. Which one will it be? We have 5 different cars to choose from. I'm going to go with this one. Alright, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3! No, it didn't work. But I still got Chris $2,000, so sorry I couldn't win you a car, Chris, but you're not going to be too disappointed with $2,000. So that's going to do it. Coming up next, it's Family Feud on the NES, so don't go away.